Hello, it's a pleasure joining us for City News Daily on Citi TV. My name is Zoe Abu-Baidoo. In this edition, minority accuses government of causing financial loss to the state for issuing the energy sector bond. Also, Citi FM inaugurates a borehole water project for residents at Korleman here in the Greater Accra region. We have the details of these stories and many others coming up shortly. Stay with us. And with our first story, where the minority in parliament has accused government of causing financial loss to the state with the recent issuance of the energy sector bond. According to the minority, the below 6 billion cedi yield of the bond is a solid basis for the finance minister to be hauled before the House to explain why investment advice from places such as the IMF, among others, was ignored. The ESLA PLC failed to meet its target for the first tranche of the bond after a second attempt by the Finance Ministry. The managers of the bond were seeking to raise 6 billion cedis under two separate bonds but accrued a total of 4.6 billion cedis after it closed the auction last Friday. The 7-year bond received the targeted 2.4 billion cedis, while the 10-year bond accrued about 2.2 billion cedis below the target of 3.6 billion cedis. Addressing the press in Parliament today, Minority spokesperson on finance, Cassil Atuforsen, said the complex structure of the bond and unrealistic assumptions by the government caused the spectacular failure of the bond. And away from that, where President Akufo-Addo today began a 3-day working tour of the Greater Accra region. This forms a part of the president's nationwide tour since assuming office in January this year. The first day of the tour took the president to the Tema Harbour, where he tested the efficiency of the new paperless port system. The president also visited the Free Zones Enclave and the Pun area. He is, however, expected to visit Abossey, Teshie and La. In the subsequent days, the president will wrap up the entire tour with a meeting of all constituency officers of the new Patriotic Party, the NPP, in the Greater Accra region at Trade Fair. Now, the National Petroleum Authority, the NPA, says it is hopeful of inspecting some 600 LPG filling stations across the country within the next 2 weeks. The exercise is in connection with Cabinet's 9-point directive to tackle explosion following the recent atomic gas explosion here in Accra. So far, 299 LPG stations have been inspected, with some 43 closed down after a further 35 earmarked for closure. The Chief Executive Officer of NPA, Hassan Tampoli, who made this revelation when he appeared before Parliament's Mines and Energy Committee today, also said the authority is considering collaborating with other agencies to get district assemblies to grant permit to gas firms, pay compensation to victims in case of gas explosions. Let's move to the Ashanti region now, where some aggrieved residents of the Asawase community in the Asokore-Mampong municipality today chased out some persons who were demarcating a parcel of land to be used as a bus terminal. Now, they have vowed not to allow the place to be used for such a purpose because the land is already being utilized by the community for other things. Now, the residents say the siting of the bus terminal close to schools will affect academic activities and endanger the lives of students. The angry residents who spoke to Citi News Daily also appealed to government and the Ghana Education Service to intervene within the shortest possible time. And to our final story for today, where Citi FM today inaugurated a borehole project for residents of Korleman in the Gov't municipality here in the Greater Accra region as part of activities to mark the 13th anniversary of Citi FM. Korleman is one of the 2 farming communities that benefited from the station's annual Help a Christmas Child initiative last year. The borehole was constructed after it emerged that residents rely on a single borehole for water. Speaking at the event, the chief of Korleman, Ni Kole VII, said the borehole has brought a lot of relief to his people. Also speaking at the same event, the head of corporate social responsibility at Citi FM and HR manager Jennifer Anani Insian revealed the station's plan to do similar projects in other deprived communities. The construction of the borehole is expected to alleviate the plight of the residents, especially school children, who often walk long distances to fetch water from the only borehole that serves the community. And that is how we wrap up today's edition of Citi News Daily on Citi TV. Do make a date at that same time tomorrow. My name is Zoe Abu-Baidoo. Many thanks for watching.
Second Image International admissions in progress. Courses available include hairdressing, beauty therapy and fashion. Call us 10243 331 999. Evening and weekend classes are also available.